This program is made possible by American Senior Benefits Wichita is all about your peace of mind. We specialize in asset protecting, safeguarding your health, planning your estate, and preserving your freedom of choice. We're here to work through all of this with you. American Senior Benefits Wichita proudly supports PBS Kansas. The Candle Club, a place where friends, food, and music come together. Currently, we offer live entertainment every night except Sundays. Enjoy our delicious specialty appetizers and the Candle Club Signature Prime Rib. More about upcoming events at candleclubwichita.com. Home Health and Hospice of Kansas is a locally owned and community-based provider. We offer quality health care to our patients and families, complete with love, warmth, and compassion. We'll take care of all of the details for you. For more information, please visit kansashomehealth.com. Welcome to Cedric Plaza Retirement Community. Our living options are designed to suit your specific needs and activities that you're sure to love. We believe you'll be able to see yourself here, enjoying time with friends and family. For more information, visit cedricplaza.org.
Welcome to another edition of Empowering Seniors. I'm your host, Katherine Ambrose, and today I'm at Club Hope with owner Rebecca Hegarty. Thank you so much for being on the show today. Tell us a little bit about why you opened the studio.
I opened the studio, I really wanted to create a community. We come here and we do fitness and we try to give people tips for healthier living, but we also wanted to have a family environment so it feels like a home away from home. Sometimes as life happens, it gets challenging, and we wanted to provide a place for hope, a place where people can come, have fun, be with friends, and get healthy.
Tell me a little bit about your background professionally that led you onto this path.
Sure. It's quite interesting because I certainly never saw myself here. But as you add everything up, it all makes sense. I actually have a science background, bachelor's in microbiology, got a master's in public health. I worked in the cancer arena, social services for about 20 years with cancer patients and their families. Then I took a little break and I mommed my family of 6 kids. And then as I was coming out, I really needed to find me again. As I was I was caregiving for a mother-in-law and taking care of 6 kids, one of them a baby. So I got back into the world of fitness. And interestingly, I became a fitness instructor because financially it was tight and I didn't want to quit doing my classes, so I started teaching. And one thing led to another, and I learned when you marry fitness, health with people, supporting people is magical.
I see a lot about cancer survivors here. So how does that come into play?
Sure. We have a program here called Survivor 2.0. It's really the heart of Club Hope. I've been working with survivors in fitness for about 4 years now. And what we do is we offer a program. It's actually a nonprofit nestled in our business here at Club Hope, where it's a program that offered for cancer survivors. It's a 10-week program. We work on strength, endurance, balance, and emotional healing. It's all about living beyond your diagnosis.
When I first heard that I had cancer, it was just devastating. It was just, like the worst thing in the whole world. And so I had a lot of challenges that I had to, take on. And I was not able to walk I couldn't walk without a walker. I had a wheeled walker and took it everywhere. And I thought, there's no way I could do this. And I took one step at a time, and I just was able to do it. And now I walk, and I put on about 4 or 5 miles a day, but I have to walk really fast, and or else I'll fall over, because I still have balance issues and memory issues from everything. And
we all know cancer is a very difficult process to go through. The more people work together to help others, the more successful our patients and our clients are going to be.
What other health challenges do some of your participants have? Because not all of them are cancer survivors. This isn't
correct.
Just for cancer patients or cancer survivors.
That's correct. A very particular population that we focus on are our aging adults. Most all of our classes here are low impact. The things we do are things that we know aren't going to hurt us. You have the ability to have quite a good workout without jumping, Or I'm in my mid-40s, but I already feel some knee issues from my previous running. Anytime I train and work with someone, I've always got that in mind. No matter what we do now, as we age, it's going to impact us. One of our populations that we really, really focus on, we have functional aging specialists on board. We have a class specifically for our seniors that are a little more advanced in life, where we focus on functional living, not necessarily how high are we going to get that heart rate up, but how am I going to reach that thing on the top shelf? How am I going to get out of the chair? The things that we do every day, what happens if I do fall on the floor? How do I get up? That keeps us safe and allows us to continue living safely and comfortably in our homes.
How does fitness help keep people safer in their homes?
One of the things we tend to lose, what we do lose naturally, is our balance and our strength, our bone density. These are all things that science has proven happens. If we exercise or do some light lifting, what that does is that increases those. Working on balance improves balance. Balance is something though you have to continue to work at. But as long as you continue to work at it, it will be better. And I will have people who've worked with me and 6 months later like, oh, my balance is terrible. But they may be able to stand on one leg 3 seconds versus 1 second. Mm-hmm. So what that does is it allows us to be more agile when we're moving around our houses. When we do our modified fitness class, we work on going side to side. We work a little bit on going backward, forwards. Those are motions that we typically don't do. So the hope is that if you trip or stumble, you'll have the reflex to catch yourself.
What are some of the motivations for your participants that come in?
I think there's probably a few answers to that. Being in community with others. Secondary is fitness. Even though we're a fitness club, and that's going to be the goal of everybody, the group environment, they learn so much from each other because they can relate. So it's about fostering those group environments.
The first time I came to a group workout, to be real candid, I felt uncomfortable. I didn't want to be there, and I had a lady that come over and said, look, I don't know everybody either. I want you to stay, and the rest is history. We're friends now, and I learned to be in a group with other people. When I first started working out, I was 248 pounds. I'm down to, I think we had a weight loss thing the other night, last night, and I was at 215. So I've lost weight, but even more important, when I was overweight, I'd sit in the living room and I'd sit there eating cookies, and my 6-year-old granddaughter a year and a half ago asked me to take her to the zoo. She thinks I'm special. And so I took her to the zoo, and after 20 minutes, I couldn't do it anymore. I had to take her, and she, oh, why are we leaving? And I made up my mind, I gotta do something. I gotta get myself in health, and I'm 73 years old, and I gotta do something to be better shape. I want to be around when she graduates from high school and stuff. So I had a heart attack about 9 years ago. And so I see my cardiologist every 6 months, but now it's once a year. And I went to see him about 6 months ago because I was having dizzy spells. And he said, my gosh, you've lost 25 pounds. He said, I'm going to take you off. I was taking 2 blood pressure meds. He took me off both blood pressure meds because he said that's what was making me dizzy. He said, you don't need them anymore. He said, I can't believe. He said, I don't have many people over 70 that do this. He said, I'm real proud of you. So he said, yeah. He said, keep doing it. So I'm taking less meds than I was. No more blood pressure meds. One of the other thing I like, the exercise classes. I'm in a class the other day, there were 10 people, and I was the oldest, but there's 2 kids that are in high school that were in it, and every age in between. And you do what you can do. You don't all have to be lifting 30-pound barbells. Some were lifting 3-pound barbells, and some 30, and I'm doing my 12s. And you just do and you're encouraged not to do more than you can do. And it's a cool thing.
So what would you say to maybe an 85-year-old newly widowed woman that feels disconnected, might be interested in coming to exercise classes, but is intimidated.
Yeah.
No matter where they're at in Kansas or where they might be watching this program, what would you say to that person?
The first thing I would say is you're not alone. So many times in life, we feel like we're alone, especially when we go through something so devastating. And so no matter where you're at in life, when you sometimes feel the loneliest, you're not. There are other people out there who've been there, and I always share, and I've worked very hard, and I know it's hard for people to share sometimes those struggles, but when we share them, we can help others who are also struggling, who don't have the voice to stand up for themselves. Break that initial, like, oh my gosh, I'm going somewhere, I don't know anybody. Try to break that. If you're in a rural setting, I grew up rural, however, there are people around you. It's about connecting with someone and maybe asking someone, there's something I've heard about I'd like to try. Would you be willing to go with me? Taking someone who you feel comfortable with you, so that it makes you feel less comfortable when you less uncomfortable when you get there.
What kind of changes have you seen in people?
The change I see in them, they will start to notice, like, wow, I can carry a gallon of milk better, or I can get down and play on the floor with my grandkids and actually get up. So in time, they notice those little things, but what I see is amazing. The difference in their strength, their ability to move around, their mobility, and not just the part of fitness that people don't always understand or don't think about is what it does for us mentally. Moving our body releases chemicals. Healthy hormones come out and it makes us feel good, number one. Being stronger makes us feel good. When we're stronger, we feel better about ourselves. We're just in better mood. So all around, mentally, it's a very great thing. So to see people accept who they are and be proud. A lot of, in this business, I realize there's a lot of people who don't have the best self-esteem. The gift of being a trainer and working with those particular people is that you see them get comfortable in their own skin and then be proud of who they are. That's one of the greatest things, is just to really see people. And some of those people are 70 years old. They've gone, I'm all about living your best life wherever you're at in life, whatever life's thrown you. Just like me, I had a plan for this great January and then whoop, went off course. It's gonna happen. So I try again. I have someone who, we have a scale here that's real age, and she had gone from 67 3 months ago to 47 based on body composition. So excited, injured her knee. And so she was so upset. But it's all about moving forward. I'm like, it's okay. We can work around that injured knee. Believe it or not, people who get injured or who are recovering from surgery sometimes think, I'm stuck with living this. Oftentimes when we get released from therapy, we're not fully healed. But if personal training is like another step of that, functional training is another step of continuing to strengthen and taking it to the next level. A injury or a pain, a lot of times people stop moving. But what we want to do is, once we know what it is and what we're dealing with, we really want to focus on, oftentimes it happens because of something else in our bodies that's weak. So it's a matter of working with what we know and being able to move, maybe even better. I've had people come in after surgery, rehabbing, and get stronger than they ever did before because they hadn't moved before. Movement can actually be really good, even if you have a pain that you're dealing with.
Well, and I think sometimes people think they have to live with stiffness or live with pain. And it's important to know that your body's really designed to heal itself. Something a trainer shared with me years ago is that motion is lotion. And there's a reason why all those sayings are out there, like move it or lose it.
As you grow older, as I'm finding out, you lose some balance. And again, this is one thing I've really learned from Rebecca, is she concentrates on your balance as you get older, which is very important to prevent falls and stuff. Also, you don't think of just sitting, but sometimes as you get older, you use the ability to use your legs to stand up. So you think of fitness just working out really hard, but you can do any level that you want to. You can seek out opportunities anywhere. I'm from a small town in western Kansas, and they've opened up a fitness center. So any town, any size, I think you're going to find fitness. Or if you can't, there's tons of classes online. And if you don't want to exercise by yourself, find friends and get together. But if you don't want to be around a bunch of people, again, find something online. It's very, very, very important to stay fit as you get older. You don't want to lose your muscles and get back to balance and stuff. So I encourage everybody, no matter what your age. Just as a side note, as you talk about age, the previous class that I had with Rebecca, we had a lady that was 91 in our class because I had started out at a lower level class, and she came 3 times a week, and she hated to miss class. So again, no matter what your age, you need to try to do some kind of, maybe not fitness, but some kind of workout, stretching, something to keep you, your muscles and stuff engaged.
How do you change the habits that you're living right now and do something different? So one thing that I found, I have these fitness journals. I bought one for myself and one for my mother-in-law.
Yes.
Because I thought if we really focus on our daily plan for nutrition and exercise and really put attention and intention into it, that is going to help us stay on track. I think that outside of spiritual and family relationships, especially as we age, probably the most important thing that we can do is put real focus into our fitness and nutrition, because it's worth it to feel as good as we possibly can and to be able to create more memories and be around to plant that legacy in the hearts of our grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
Everybody wants to be the grandma, the grandpa that played with the kids, that has memories, whether it's throwing the ball or just doing something outside. I'll never forget when we were taking care of my mother-in-law. We had her for 3.5 years. And she was stage 4 COPD when we received her, and I had all these kids running around. And one day I was like, looking around the house, like, where's Grandma? And I look outside, and oh my goodness, one of my boys was pitching her a ball, and she was swinging. I was like, oh, she's gonna go with it. But like, of all the memories we have of those 3.5 years, like that one stands out. And here I was in the house going, please don't fall over. Like, keep your balance. And she did, but it just like, that meant so much to my kids. And she was very limited. But the fact that she went out and did that, it motivated her, to move around a little bit. So, yeah.
With COVID and just normal flu season, what are you hearing from seniors as far as their thoughts in attending fitness classes?
So there's a lot of different thought processes out there. Many people, of course, have felt safest at home, and of course we totally understand that. The great thing about our current times is there are some great apps, there are some great videos out there. If you are in a rural country, if you want to start moving, you can find just about anything on the internet for free. Now you want to make sure it's the right thing, but there are ways to access movement even in your own home. One of the purposes of Club Hope is small. That's our goal, is to be more personal, to be more intimate, to feel safe, to feel comfortable for anybody to walk in the door. And there's been a couple people here and they're like, well, we're not sure, if we're ready. And I said, you know what, we're not going anywhere. So just know, and other places, I think people think I'm not doing it and it really, really bothers them. But this won't last forever. That places like Club Hope, we're not going anywhere. So we'll be here for whenever they are ready, for those who are being more cautious.
So in a more advanced age, Rebecca, what would you say about the body's ability to get healthier and gain mobility and to lose weight?
Yes, that is certainly a challenge, but it is possible. I even have had doctors tell some of my clients to give up. It's not, you can't do it, and that breaks my heart. In fact, not long ago, about 6 months ago, I was sitting down at a table having lunch with someone, and the person said, I've learned just to accept myself where I'm at, mid-60s at this point. This person in particular had some cancer treatments, and of course that slows your metabolism. Life in general, as women and men, we both lose, metabolism slows down. Can it be done? Yes. Is it work? Yes. But it can be. And to lose hope is not something that we want to do. Our goal should be to live our best life, no matter where we're at. Some days we'll do great. Other days we may not do so well, but it's knowing that you can, knowing that it's a possibility. Again, it's finding either the right person, the right group that motivates you. Really focus every morning. What did I do well yesterday? What did I do not so well? What am I going to change for today? It's really kept me focused on moving forward in my goals.
It's hard to be in pain. It's hard to be stiff. It's hard to accept where you're at. You have to choose your hard.
It's just all about, if you're not having fun, you're not going to come back. I'd rather people come and enjoy the music and slowly move into the movement slowly. That's what we typically do. We ease people in. And then as we get stronger, the music's still there. They're still having fun, but we're able to advance in the exercises.
Very good.
I tried to ride a bicycle about a year and a half ago, and I got about a half mile out and I had to walk the bike back because I just couldn't do it. And now I live about 4.5 miles from here. Now this last summer I was riding my bike here, parking it out front and riding it home. And then sometimes if I really didn't have anything else to do, I'd ride up the Sundown Trail and back again for a couple miles. And so I was turning it into about a 10-mile bike ride. My goal is to be able to ride 20 miles, a single ride. So, if you don't start today, it'll be harder to start tomorrow. I wish I'd done this when I was 50 instead of waiting until I was 70. The sooner you start, the better it is, and it's never too late.
I knew to get better and stronger that I had to get stronger, and I would do figure eights, and I still do figure eights in my apartment. I have this silly bird at home, and he gets on my shoulder, and the way we walk, doing the figure eights, and he hangs on like whoa, there's that corner again, and we just go to town and have a good time.
Start slow. Start 5 minutes a day. Start 10 minutes a day. Just do something. Getting up out of your chair, walking around your house. If you're able, walk down your stairs and walk back up. As the more you do, those stiff joints and everything will go away. And you'll be surprised at how fast those pains will go away. So no, even if you have pains and don't think you can do it, you can find something to do. Even if on the weekends you're sitting and watching TV, I find if I sit too long to watch a program, it's kind of hard, the legs get stiff. If you don't want to do a long walk 10 minutes a day. My mother's in an assisted living facility. Because of the weather and stuff, she walks the floors every day just to stay fit. So you can find fitness and do it however you want to do it, even at a really low level. And walking is one of the best things you can do.
So I heard recently someone say, as long as they're still playing my music, I'm still in the game. So playing the music that gets people excited, and that's something that viewers can do at home.
Absolutely.
Is play more music.
Yes.
And think about, how can I have more fun today, whether at home or going outside for a walk or whatever it might be.
Yep.
Put a little focus on fun, and that's a huge uplifting thing for your life, and it can change your mood instantly.
Yes, turn it on, turn it up in your living room, and just dance like nobody's watching, because they're not. So
Yeah, and I think that grandkids get a hoot out of knowing what their grandparents like for music, and they appreciate so many different types of music too. So I'd say share it with your family as well.
Get your kids moving with you. It's fun. Spin them around. They love that.
And, your kids, grandkids, and great-grandkids are likely to have these memories of you that will last their lifetime, decades and decades and decades from now. And so have some fun with them and share some things with them and do what you can to inspire them for their lives.
Yes.
So, Rebecca, you're delightful. I'm so excited about what you're doing here and how you're impacting our community. Thank you so much for sharing.
Well, thank you for coming.
And thank you for watching. If you have any questions for us about Club Hope, about fitness, or anything empowering seniors, reach out at empoweриngseniors@kpts.org. And until next time, I'm Katherine Ambrose, and thanks for watching.
This program is made possible by American Senior Benefits Wichita is all about your peace of mind. We specialize in asset protecting, safeguarding your health, planning your estate, and preserving your freedom of choice. We're here to work through all of this with you. American Senior Benefits Wichita proudly supports PBS Kansas. The Candle Club, a place where friends, food, and music come together. Currently, we offer live entertainment every night except Sundays. Enjoy our delicious specialty appetizers and the Candle Club Signature Prime Rib. More about upcoming events at candleclubwichita.com. Home Health and Hospice of Kansas is a locally owned and community-based provider. We offer quality health care to our patients and families, complete with love, warmth, and compassion. We'll take care of all of the details for you. For more information, please visit kansashomehealth.com. Welcome to Cedric Plaza Retirement Community. Our living options are designed to suit your specific needs and activities that you're sure to love. We believe you'll be able to see yourself here, enjoying time with friends and family. For more information, visit cedricplaza.org.